Okay, and so here you have the resulting Hornby R069 and R070 that have been upgraded and weathered. You can see these have been heavily weathered. This is not typical. Usually a passenger locomotive like this would be pretty clean with maybe just some of the roof and maybe a little bit of minor weathering on the bogies and so on. But with this particular model, there are a couple of things I wanted to hide. The color of the yellow was actually discolored on this particular model, and a little bit too yellow on the other, kind of more of an orangish kind of yellow color. This is just how it was stored after we got them off eBay. There are also a couple of scratches and a couple of other imperfections in the body that we wanted to try to hide, and so I think we did that pretty well with the weathering. This I think still fits into the layout even though it's been heavily weathered. If there's bad weather or even snow or something like that, these locomotives will get pretty heavily dirty between traveling, especially over long distances. So something on one of the main lines going from somewhere like London to Edinburgh, that long, couple hour trip at high speeds would cause a fair amount of dirt, especially if it didn't stop anywhere in between to get cleaned up. So this particular model has been weathered pretty heavily, and so it's not what you would want to do for every HST that you have, but like I said, if you've got one or two models that are discolored and don't look that great, this is one way to spruce them up. So I'll do a quick pan around so you can see the results, and then in a future video we'll show you how to do light weathering on a couple of ones. Now, like I said, we have quite a few of the 430011, 43010 pairs, and these are I think 253005. So I wanted to actually use the weathering to hide the numbers, so that when the locomotives were on there in the station, you couldn't tell that it was actually a duplicate locomotive. So I've done that pretty well with the weathering, and you can renumber them, but I didn't have any of the supplies to do that, and I wanted to take a go at the weathering. So hopefully you've enjoyed this series of videos on the weathering and restoring the HST, and look forward to a couple more in the near future. So here we go with the quick pan around. Go up over the bridge here. And there you can see the other bogie from the other end, and like I said, the weathering's done pretty well. It's a little heavy, but like I said, it's supposed to be, so I'm quite pleased with it.